I have a huge confession, an embarrassing shame that I've been hiding from all of you and the nerd film community as a whole. A deep, dark secret that I shudder to even say out of fear of calls for my demise and praise for me to be burnt at the stake. My deep, dark confession, my biggest shame and deepest flaw, I don't really like Wes Anderson movies. Hey everyone, I am Joe from Create Context. This is the Weekly Movie Minute, and today we're going to talk about The Phoenician Scheme, directed by Wes Anderson. Just because I don't really like Wes Anderson movies doesn't mean that I don't deeply respect what this director has done with his career and filmography. There are few directors, artists really, that have such a unique and interesting vision that they have been able to deliver uncompromised for so long. Every Wes Anderson film looks like a gorgeous mosaic painting. The sets he creates, the way he blocks his actors, and his placement of the camera all come together to create a truly special piece of art that are, quite honestly, unrivaled in the film space. The problem for me is that all of this technical mastery is done in service of silly, desert dry comedies that just don't hit for me personally. The Phoenician Scheme is another silly Wes Anderson movie with a ton of famous actors all acting with deadpan seriousness on gorgeous sets while more and more outlandish plot points happen around them. This film, like most of his others, are brimming with dense dialogue and dry, quick-witted humor. There are some genuine laughs here from Michael Cera, Benicio del Toro, Bill Murray, Tom Hanks, whoever you think might be in a Wes Anderson movie, they are all here. It's a visually spectacular film filled with personality and shot with such precision that every frame looks like a painting, and I still just didn't dig it. I think this sentiment is pretty common from average film goers. Everyone is familiar with Wes Anderson and his signature style that I call modern Neutral Milk Hotel. If you're not familiar with Neutral Milk Hotel, they are a band that made one incredible album in 1998 that then became the aesthetic for Brooklyn millennials over the next 30 years. His films all have this painting-like quality to them with bright colors and toy-like sets that look like you could pick up and play with them. They're just as dazzling on screen as they would be in a theater production. His films are also famous for featuring pretty much every major actor you can think of from the past 30 years. And all of these incredible actors come together to act in the exact same way. They all deliver their lines with deadpan seriousness while embarking on silly adventures that relate back to bigger themes. Phoenician Scheme has some big ideas it's playing with as well, like capitalism and faith. Benicio del Toro plays Zaza Corda, a ruthless businessman who spends most of the film dodging assassination attempts and trying to convince his nun-in-training daughter to become sole heir to his vast fortune. There's a lot of fun poking at the idea of government oversight, massive arm dealers, and the ultra-wealthy. It's a little like Atlas Shrugged if, instead of staring up in awe at these giant titans of industry, we are quietly making fun of them and their supposed importance. And here is my struggle with reviewing a Wes Anderson movie, this one in particular. Even though this film is not one I particularly enjoyed, there are few flaws that are actually present in the film. It's masterfully made. The sets, particularly the bathroom and airplane sets, are gorgeous to look at, and there is a really interesting bigger theme hiding behind the surface of the dense dialogue and silly premise. It's just this dry style of humor that I don't connect with in the way so many others do. I may not vibe with Wes Anderson movies the way that other people do, but I will still buy a ticket and see every new film this director releases. My hope is that one day there will be a movie of his that for me just clicks. That I will have this aha moment and go, oh yeah, I get it now. I think that happened for a lot of people with the Royal Tenenbaums or The Life Aquatic, but I just didn't have that type of reaction to those films. The closest I came was with The Fantastic Mr. Fox, a charming movie that felt perfectly aligned to Anderson's directorial style, but even that was not the come to Jesus moment I was searching for. Either way, I will keep rooting for and seeing movies made by Wes, if for no other reason than I believe it is important to support directors with such a fascinating and uncompromising vision. One that is delivered with technical mastery rarely seen by other creators and delivers an experience that could only be done by someone like Wes. Maybe I'll get it one of these days, but if not, it's not the end of the world. I still have Megan 2.0 to look forward to. Thank you guys so much for hanging out at the Weekly Movie Minute. I'll be back on Friday with The Materialist, a new flick from A24 that looks like it's going to be something. So we'll see. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you like this, subscribe. That would be super cool. And I'll see you next time.